Welcome to our live interview with the writers from the Denton Record-Chronicle, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Hey everybody, thank you very much for tuning in with us. We are live with Lucinda Breeding from the Denton Record-Chronicle. We do this every Monday at 2, and we could sit down with the writers to talk about Denton business, Denton sports, and today we are talking Denton events, specifically fall festivals. Lucinda, what we got going on today?
Oh, wow. Guys, buckle up. Fall festival season is here. We actually get started this weekend, Saturday during Denton Community Market. We're also going to be having Denton Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. And this is a great, great event to have. I mean, obviously, if you've been to the community market, it's a great place to take your kids, walk around, look at all of the people, all of the art and products being sold, and all the food. But the Denton Hispanic Heritage Month is going to be going on, and there will be some booths, some music, I understand. You might have some more on that. But
well, we'll see.
Some music for that. But, you can't really, Denton's history, Texas history, it's all sort of intermingled with Hispanic heritage and Hispanic history. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't done Hispanic Heritage Month before, it's actually sort of a more global kind of Hispanic Heritage Month than you might think. Obviously, for us here in Denton, Mexican heritage and pride is huge, mm-hmm. but some other cultures, some other countries will be part of the celebration. So just get on down to the Denton County Historical Park, which I'm going to pull this from memory, 317 West Mulberry Street.
Nice.
It's between 8 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And seriously, while you're shopping, while you're perusing the booths and maybe even looking at some of that delightful produce, check out the Hispanic Heritage Month booths, and they have all sorts of things going on, so take advantage of that. Also this weekend, another big festival that we have going on is the North Texas Comedy Festival.
Yes.
Denton has a burgeoning comedy scene, mm-hmm. and it's been curating itself and developing itself for the past several years. And a group of comedians who have been hard at work, not only on their own careers, but also in building a really cohesive Denton comedy sort of community, mm-hmm. have this is going to be starting on Thursday, and it goes through Saturday. And it's pretty darn affordable. The ticket prices range from about $5 to $20. Mm-hmm. I think your $20 ticket price is actually an all-access pass. And it's happening all over. There's going to be some stuff at Killer's Tacos mm-hmm. Around downtown. If you go to www.ntcomedyfest.com, mm-hmm. it'll give you a full schedule of events, full schedule, like all of the venues. Check it out. You can buy your tickets through there. You should be able to pick up tickets if you go directly to the venue, but and this might be for a little bit of an older crowd. I like to tell families, if you've got preteens and you have teenagers, this might be just the thing you like to do, but you never know what's going to happen in stand-up. And so I always consider stand-up sort of an adult or young adult sort of thing. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But
and that's very fair, because Joe Coffey,
yes.
one of the ringleaders, yes. he has a show here on Denton Radio every Wednesday. And so mm-hmm. he talks local comedy and brings on comedians, and he does a great job, and he's very funny, and they have a really good time, and they work really hard on the show. But it always scares me to death as to what's going to happen. And Joe, this isn't a secret. You know that.
No, Joe is really talented,
and extremely talented.
He and Dan Danzy have, I think, hustled really hard, and it can be a really thankless task to develop a festival.
True.
But if you are a fan of stand-up comedy, even if you don't know every name on the roster mm-hmm. this weekend, you're probably going to see something that makes you chuckle or belly laugh. So if you're a big fan, sometimes to go see a headlining act like George Lopez, mm-hmm. Amy Schumer, Louis C.K., those ticket prices can be kind of hefty for just the one 45-minute set. This is a full weekend starting on Thursday, going through Saturday. So if today you're feeling a little blue about the state of things, consider the comedy festival this weekend. I know we'll be checking it out. And the other thing I want to stump, and I have to, full disclosure, Denton Record-Chronicle is a sponsor of Denton's Day of the Dead, and I am a parade co-chair.
Cool.
But Denton's Day of the Dead is coming up. It's from 11 in the morning to 9 p.m. on Saturday, October 28th. It's a free family festival. The Pumpkin Patch, they've got bounce houses. They've got at least one bounce house, face painting, all that good stuff. I did hear through the grapevine that there might be about 5 slots left for coffin race teams. So if you have been dying to put together a coffin race team, you might only have a few more days to do that. If you want to register for the costume contest, which is free, or the Twilight Lantern and Costume Parade, just go to DentonDayOfTheDeadFestival.com. All of the registration forms are on the site, and it's just great fun, great family fun. So come hang out with all of the spooks and ghouls in Denton. And if you have little ones, I always highly recommend the thing that started Denton's Day of the Dead, which is Cirque du Horror, the original holiday musical by David Pierce. There are going to be 2 performances on Saturday. I think one is at 4:15, 4:30 on Saturday the 28th, and then one around 9 p.m. And then the last one will be on Sunday the 25th. But it's great for kids. Bring them in costume, have a great time, and you can also find your way to tickets on that website. So there's a lot going on, folks.
Yeah.
Lots going on.
Well, and Day of the Dead is a really, really fun time. The coffin races, especially. And I love the whole thing, but coffin races always stick out to me. Now, Discover Denton has a coffin. We had a coffin last year. We will have a coffin this year. And everybody else that's even thinking of putting together a coffin, we are coming at you mercilessly.
No.
So game on.
Yeah, if you are thinking about having a coffin in the coffin race and getting a team together, just understand all the coffin race teams are incredibly serious about this. They play to win.
Yep.
They play to win. And if you're not interested, at least come out and take a look at all of the coffins. They're great. They're great fun to look at.
No, they're a really good time, and like you said, it's really just entertaining to see them. And so last year was our first year, and we worked pretty hard on the coffin.
Oh, yeah?
We worked harder this year, but we're looking around, and we hear like murmurings of what people had spent just on their wheels, and they had. I promise you, I can't prove it, but I promise you, there were some enormous cart pushers that never worked a day in their life for that organization. They were hired for one thing and one thing. I'm just kidding, but
no, some of the coffin pushers are very beefy.
Yes, they are.
I'm not even going to pretend that's not true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and there won't be bleachers this year. So if you want to watch the coffin races, you got to get a spot there on the raceway, which is on Hickory Street. So yeah. Fall festival season is starting in earnest. There are other things coming up, music, food. So just come visit us on DentonRC.com. If you get a printed edition of the paper delivered to you, we love you. Thank you very much. Check out my section, Denton Time, and we'll try to keep everything listed and everything in front of you, all sorts of holiday like Halloween and fall festival stuff.
Very cool.
And also, if you have a fall festival coming up for your organization, trunk or treating, anything, please be sure to hit us up at the Denton Record-Chronicle. So
love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, guys, that is our fall festival update. Anything else we want to add on there, Lucinda?
I will say this. If you're like me and you like to fall asleep to watching those most satisfying videos, there is a gentleman squeegeeing the windows of the Welcome Center right now, and it is the most soothing thing. And, they paint the windows here. Always, it's really beautifully painted, and he was just squeegeeing that paint right off.
Oh, yeah.
I almost zoned out.
Is it, like when you get something like a new cell phone and you pull that plastic off the first time?
Oh, I could watch video of that for hours.
Yes. Oh, so
I've been trying to, I really had to work hard to pay attention to Jake here and not the
I'm
squeegee man.
Well, no, and it's because if you've never been here to the Discover Denton Welcome Center, you don't know that we're in a glass cage here. We used to call it the tiger cage, and then we started calling it the koala cage because we realized that was way more accurate because I'm who's in here the most. And so anyways, come down and see the koala cage. But yeah, we're totally in a glass case right now. This is the only wall that's not glass, and people are peeking in and kids or, people can come watch the shows and all that good stuff. And come by, we'll get you a cup of coffee or, some cool Denton stuff, and you can just have a seat and hang out and with phone chargers and the whole deal. So
it's a comfortable place, guys. It's a comfortable place.
All right. That is our roundup or wrap up of our, I don't know. Well, that is our time with the Denton Record Chronicle. We do this every Monday at 2 o'clock, talking Denton news, Denton business, or Denton Denton events, Denton sport. Goodness gracious, so much stuff. All right. Next week, we will have Jenna Duncan giving us an update on Denton business, what's opening, what's closing, what's new, what's cool, all of that good stuff. So make sure you tune in next Monday at 2. Between now and then, make sure you keep checking out Denton Record Chronicle at dentonrc.com. Thank you all very, very much for tuning in. We will see you next week. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out dentonradio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at classicofdenton.com.